What's up, everyone? It's Gavin or Tweek.
What up? What up? It's Charles or Chuck.
And what's going on? You got Matt or Haz. No Marcus this week, unfortunately. Busy man, as he usually is. So we miss you, Marcus, but the show must go on. It was even hard getting, a couple of us together this week. So it was a busy week. Sorry, I'm standing, so my camera's all messed up, but it's all good. It's good to see you guys, Charles, Gavin. Another week, another episode of Tweek Talks. Very happy to be here for it. And producer Chris is here as well. But what's going on? Gav, how are you doing? You had a lot going on this week, I feel like. What's going on? How you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing well. I think this is our first recording since I got my wisdom teeth taken out. I'm still struggling. I don't know if I just have a low pain tolerance or something, but this sucks like really bad. I've ran out of Advil and Tylenol like twice.
Dang, that's all they gave you?
Yeah, they didn't put me to sleep or anything. I just
Sheesh.
did the numbing.
No Novocaine or anything. They just open your mouth.
Yeah, I didn't feel anything. But I just went today because I thought something was wrong because it's been like a week. But apparently it's healing great. They said it looks like it's been healing for 2 weeks rather than one. And they said everything looks fine. So I guess it went as well as it could, honestly. They didn't have to drill or anything. They kind of like, I think it went as well as it could for something that sucks like this. But yeah, how you doing, Charles?
I'm doing good. I remember when I got my wisdoms pulled in the army, they definitely gave me better painkillers than that. So
Well, no, I chose to not get anything.
Oh, okay. I definitely chose
Raw.
the stronger painkillers, yes. But what do you call that? The worst part about getting your wisdoms pulled afterwards is essentially what you can eat afterwards. It's so difficult to eat.
Yeah.
And you got
I've never
all of them
had a
taken out
diet
at
like
once?
that.
You got all of them taken out at once?
No, just the two bottom ones. The
Oh
two
my
top ones, for
God.
some reason, they specifically said would be better to keep. Just with
Interesting.
how my mouth is, I guess. I don't know. They just said like it would just be better to leave it be.
Yeah, because I was going to say, if you have a choice to get them all taken out at once or bottomed and top, I would highly recommend to just do it all at once.
I've
'Cause
heard
I did
a lot of
bottomed and top, and it was not fun because you just have to re-experience the whole like I have to eat very liquidy foods or just I mean you're just so limited for.
I actually want to do one at a time, please.
Yeah, I want to experience this 4 times.
Let's draw this out as long as possible.
Give me as much Tylenol and ibuprofen as possible. Okay.
I want to eat applesauce for the rest of my life.
But yeah, everything's been going good. I've just been doing like 7-day work weeks ever since sport just to catch up with work.
Yeah.
Doing a variety of work. I chainsawed a tree stump today, and then I'm gonna pour a cement slab tomorrow. So
fun stuff. I love chainsawing trees, bro. That's fun.
It is fun if the blade's not dull. When the blade's dull, then my back starts to feel like it has to do more of the work, which is not fun. But yeah, lumberjack today, mason tomorrow. Let's get it. But
can't wait to get you back in New England, bro. I got some work around my house that needs to get done. So
I can't wait.
Come on, man. Get that back in good shape. Come on, man.
Yeah, we got to hit up Home Depot and get all the rentals, all the rental tools.
It's my dad's favorite thing. He shows up at my house and goes, "All right, let's go to Home Depot." Like every time. All right, fine. Yeah. Sounds good. I have these things here, but sure. I think he just likes it. Dude, Home Depot smells amazing too. Maybe we are Unk, obviously, but it's like, dude, it's like the best smelling place ever. It's amazing. Anyway,
I'm a fan of renting tools and not having to like buy tools and store them in your garage, depending on like how much space they take.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, and then Smash was great as of recent. Port was amazing. I didn't get to watch too much Smash this last weekend because I was working, but I mean, still, Port was such a amazing event. So, I mean, essentially riding the high from that event, it was really dope. And I mean, there's more events to look forward to. So super excited about that. How are you doing, Haz? What's up with Haz? I know you've been busy with work recently too, right?
Yeah, work has been killer. That's part of the reason why I couldn't make it on last week, which is too bad because I wanted to be on with TK. I listened to the episode. It was great, obviously.
TK was amazing.
Yeah, as always, right? I mean, he's just awesome. And again, it just reminded me, like, we're talking about Port again, and it was such a great tournament. I'm good, busy with work. Gavin and I, speaking of Smash stuff, randomly watched because your sleep schedule's either really good or really bad right now. I can't remember. Or it's just somewhere in between because you have, all that stuff going on.
with your mouth. And I woke up one morning early for work, and Gavin was online. I was like, "What's up?" And he's like, "I'm watching this Japanese weekly." Oh shit, let's watch it. And you were actually geeking about Uame, right? Is that how you say it? Uame?
Yeah. It
The
was
Olimar?
the same local I went to. So it's the same venue. And when you say weekly, it always sounds like, oh, something chill to watch, but then it's like 10,000 amazing players, and it was just some good Olimar gameplay, which is funny because Uame got second. Ashimo just seemed to
He had a good tournament.
go through the bracket pretty cleanly, but it was just some high level smash. I watched towards the end. Has got in even later, so has watched maybe top 4, top 3, top 4. I watched Ken beat Akula. I watched who beat Akula in losers?
Uame beat him. That's when I joined. Remember?
Yeah,
Steve Olimar.
It's a crazy weekly because it's all best of 3, and everyone in the building is just so good. So
That's some old school stuff right there. Old school locals.
yeah,
Dude, it was awesome.
Run
it was
it.
fun to watch.
I woke up early to get ready for work prep and all this other stuff, and I saw Gav was on. And he told me about this tournament, and then obviously there were good players anyway. But Ashimo was in winners grand side. I was like, all right, fine, I'll put it on. I'll watch it while getting ready for work and all that stuff. And it was really great, and it's great to see Ashimo bounce back. I know he's had a couple rough brackets recently, so it's great. He's always a threat, obviously. That's just kind of the way tournament life goes sometimes. I feel like, and Ken getting a win over Akula. Now, the thing about this tournament, it is best 2 of 3, I think, until Grands, or I couldn't remember because we were confused too. Was Grands
It's
2?
just all best of 3, bro.
It was all best of 3. Okay, yeah. Because they both, the end of the tournament, Uame and Ashimo just sat there, and we're like, are they playing another? We were confused. And I was like, I don't remember how that went because it was so early, but it was really cool. Yeah, truly, it's Yara. The top 5 was Yara, Akula, Ken, Uame, and Ashimo, and then Sin was in there too, and just a lot of great players, man. It was cool. So it was great, waking up. Shuton was in this bracket. He got 13th. That doesn't tell you the tenacity of the high skill ceiling of this bracket. I don't think anything well. Turiguri got 17th after coming in hot after port. So yeah, man, it's fun. And I mean, Japanese tournaments are just fun because you get so many different characters and reps and all that good stuff. So I also watched some European tournaments. We can talk about those in a minute, but Gavin really wanted to focus on, and I'm really excited for this. We're going to finally do some whiteboard content, everybody. I begged everyone to get whiteboards. I linked them the Amazon link. They're like $4. Kevin's got his. Charles is his. And we kicked Marcus off the show because he didn't get one. Actually, that's not true. He went up to Target and bought one. He was texting me about it. So he does have one. He's just not on today.
It's pretty adorable. He went all the way to Target for it.
I was like, I was like, give me your address. I'll order it for you. And he's like, well, we're actually going to Target tonight. So I was like, all right, go ahead. Oh, man. So
there's one super important topic that I want to cover at least after this. But yeah. I mean, it's pretty obvious. I mean, it's Gavin's bail. We definitely have to talk about that. Come on, man.
He said, "Oh,
we don't have to."
Well, yes, we do. What are you talking about?
That's my Lucario has been farming it for experience.
Essentially solo maining one character, or kind of mainly solo maining. I mean,
just trying it out.
I
went to a local, which was cool.
Yeah.
She's hard, dude. She's hard.
I don't think she's hard.
Gavin
doesn't think any character's hard, to be fair. Just everyone in the audience just know that.
I'm not trying to say she's easy. I'm just saying I don't think she's hard. I think if you put in enough time to her, she's just unique to herself. But I do think she's not that hard.
No,
I think she's difficult to pick up.
You just have to know bail. It's not gonna. You can't just transfer that many things.
I think specifically, I think she's hard to win with. Where if you're not doing, it's on two sides too for me. Where if you're not doing all her really optimal crazy shit like Lima does,
in terms of execution, technically, there's nothing. Even triple jump itself is you can do it. You can do it in your sleep. It's a different kind of thing. I don't think the character itself is hard. I think Smash Bros is hard, and I think Bayonetta is unique to herself. So you have to put in a lot of time because you can't just, I've been playing a long time, like Smash in general. Like you can't just get carried by 10 years of experience or something. You gotta put in a few years with Bayo specifically. So
when the character is not overtuned. In Smash 4, it was a very different world because the character there were specific things about Bayo that were simple and overtuned that I think it made it a lot more pick up and go. But I think in Ultimate specifically, she still has the uniqueness from Smash 4, but so many things are just toned down. So it forces a lot of players to like finding the kill with Bayo in Smash 4 was way easier than Ultimate. I think
They
that
found
to
you
me, like
sometimes. It was
whenever
great.
when I like played Bayo for a week or two, and I just gave her an honest shot in Ultimate, like way back when, like maybe during quarantine or something. And it's just so hard to find the KO. It to me that was like the very first thing that I encountered where I was just like, man, hitting this back air is tough. But
Dude,
it's just that, like you said, Gavin, there's not a lot of, even if you've played multiple Smash games and multiple Smash characters, there's not a lot of things that just copy paste over to Bayo. So like you said, it's just you have to put in that time because there's so many unique aspects to Bayo, and she's not just overtuned, so you can't just like depend on that.
It's weird. My experience with her is weird because in Smash 4, it took me quite a while to have the confidence to play her in tournament.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, it took like a
Gavin
year.
worked on it for a while.
It took like a year or so.
I didn't know.
So it's what's kind of been keeping me going with the Bayo experiment in Ultimate, because I don't think my Bayo is very good, but just the fact that like it took a while to click previously gives me a little bit of hope to keep trying it out. But yeah, it's hard to say. But my take on her is a lot different than some other characters, especially because I'm doing a lot of watching, because a lot of the stuff is in front of us already. Like the player base is so good that it's not like I need to do any sort of revolutionary things with the character. Like I don't need to figure out the character myself because it's all right in front of me. So it's all about studying it and learning it and maybe putting my own spin on a couple things, compared to some other things I've done in the past where it was a lot of just playing myself and not as much like watching. It was more so like labbing in game, playing real matches. Where with Bayo, like a lot of my time has been spent just watching for hours. But yeah, I'm not sure how long it'll last. But I do think she's really strong. And my favorite characters in Ultimate are the characters that are clearly really strong yet somehow still underrated. Like I like those characters. Like the anti-meta is like the easiest way to describe them. Like I really like the strong anti-meta characters like Bayo. Even Diddy Kong does still feel like he fits, maybe even more so than he has in the past. Like Mega Man has always been really interesting to me. That's another like really good example of one.
Some potential characters, the
Potential characters that where it's not even like the potential like the potential is already like it's not about unlocking it. It's like the characters that are good but are still somehow underrated by the community. I like those characters.
I think that happens in Ultimate a lot too, just because there are so many characters and there are so many good characters too. Yeah. Someone like Bayo, like she's really good. I think we all agree. Or even Diddy Kong isn't that represented, and he's a good character too, right? We all agree he's a good. He's
really well represented. It's just like I guess not the results aren't always there, but
think though, like percentage wise, for a character to be well represented in Ultimate versus Brawl or Melee or Smash 4, the well represented like. With Bayo too, the thing I find interesting is that you have, Lima obviously to study, then Tama P as well. And it's like you get these two really different styles and ways to look at the character because she is good, because she's versatile. She has a good kit. You can play her a couple different ways that are successful. But the reason
Bloom VODs too. There's
like Bloom, of course.
Yeah.
And let me be clear too. I'm not saying like she's technically demanding her hard, like triple jumping's hard or some shit like that. I'm saying she can, to me, the perception I have is that she can be unforgiving. Like if you aren't maximizing her output, sometimes she can just like fucking die. You know what I mean? And that's
every time something goes wrong for me though, it's very easy for me to associate it with lack of time put into the character. And that's like the easiest fix in the world. Just putting the hours in. Because every
Well,
time something goes wrong, it's like, okay, that's just me kind of sucking. Like compared to some other situations with other characters where it's like, oh, like I messed up a frame perfect thing or blah blah blah. Like with Bale, a lot of the time it's like I could have just executed better, or I could have just not been in that position. You know what I mean? And a lot of the
yeah.
time, like when things go wrong, it's just because I've only been playing her for a few days. But I don't know. It's maybe that's just because I don't want to say she's easy. Like I feel like it would be crazy to say she's easy, but
Right.
I just don't. I just don't know if calling her a hard character is accurate either. I don't know. It's
Well,
I think
hard
to
is
play,
such a subjective word,
Yeah.
right? Like you're someone who's been a professional for a very, very long time, and even some of your previous characters, like you've played simpler characters like PT and stuff like that. But then also in terms of just sheer execution, like how many 1 or 2 frame windows do you have to hit and stuff like that? Then you've played a character like Diddy Kong, where there are these 1 to like 5 frame inputs that are very demanding that happen in sequence. Like that to you is probably what you feel like is difficult, right? But I mean, there's a lot of things that are very simple but difficult if your opponent knows you're trying to hit them with it. Like hitting a Bayo back air, I mean, you're just pressing back air. But when your opponent's playing around it so well, that's when something that can be very simple can be quote unquote hard, right? It just depends on the perspective.
I think even like using her basic 4-piece, you know what I mean? The double ABK, double witch twist, like those combos are easy to me. Like that's like baseline, you're picking up the character and that's easy. For me, like the hard stuff is, like you said, Charles, like in a competitive setting, winning with the character, if you're not turbo proficient with her, like you said, Gab, like it's more about if you don't optimize her, she feels kind of fucked to me because then if someone else knows the counterplay better than you can optimize the combos, like you're already falling behind in that way. And she's
the
a light
clunky
character.
feeling appears way more than you would ever want it to.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like even like we've been playing on Wi-Fi a little bit and watching you play at locals and shit. It's just like sometimes it's like he's going for back air because like that's what he knows how to do here, and like that's it. And it's like, damn, she feels so limited in that way. But you're playing safe, like you know, that's like you said, I'm familiar with the character. But what I'm saying is, and obviously I'm also picking up a new character now, and the pains of that, and just playing against people and like when all you have is like your fundies and like a very high base level understanding of a character versus like true pros, like shit, it seems so hard and difficult all the time. It's like, damn, like the way people win with these characters, it's so crazy at this point. Like it's kind of wild that we have a meta that's this old with this big of a cast. It's so crazy. Like there's so much to think about there. So I'm not saying like triple jumping is hard. I'm saying like she's unforgiving, I think is a better word for it. Where if you're doing everything with her and she's firing all cylinders, she's fucking awesome. Like the shit we've seen Lima and Tama P do, and obviously Bloom too, is like that's crazy. But when you try to do it like in not you specifically,
they make it look easy. They really do.
Exactly. Yeah, that's what I'm saying too. Lucario bots, they be reverse off stage Aurasphere and back air and they kill people at 30. And I'm like, okay, that's not where I'm at yet. You know, like that's not quite what I'm looking for yet. Like it's crazy. But like you said, it's just the raw hours they put in. It's like, is that investment even worth it at a certain point for some characters? And she's one of them where it's like, I think so, yes. Especially if she like complements your character pool that you already have or whatever. But shit, it's going to be a long road. You know what I mean? At this point, I think almost any character would be that way. No, most characters, lots of characters, some characters.
I agree. Because the community, the skill floor is very high. If you've played Ultimate in the first year of its release, and even like if you played in competitive turns pre-quarantine and you haven't entered a local past post-quarantine, let me tell you, go to your local and you will see the floor. It is insane how much the general community has improved. You know, players that go like 0-2 or 2-2 are really good, and at least in my eyes when I'm viewing, because I played in an era where it's like, oh, during Brawl, during Smash 4, I could have my 9 to 5, I could still get top 3 of my locals. Like I still played the game a lot, but doing that now is like, I would give it up to anyone that could do that now, because that sounds very, very difficult, because you're going up against high schoolers, maybe college kids that just put more time into the game. And I also think the general collective of gamers are just better. Information spreads out faster. People know how to improve faster. So it's a very different world we're living in.
It's hard to have the
way higher
courage to experiment when
Totally.
when you're in a field like this, when the game's been out for so many years, because it's that, like you said, that floor really shows, and like your lack of uh experience shows more so than ever if you're trying something new or if you're lacking in some sort of area for whatever reason. um
Plus, there's so many characters in Ultimate that are, I wouldn't say like pick up and go, but there are so many characters in Ultimate where you can do X strategy. And if you practice this on your own with playing with no one, aka Kazuya Electric, no combos with what do you call that? Steve and stuff like that, right? There's so many characters that, I mean, Game & Watch, very simplistic.
Pressing up B in training room with Game & Watch, yep.
Yeah, make sure your up air combos are on point, you know? Like there are a lot of ways to get value in Smash without even playing against players. And then plus Wi-Fi is a lot more prominent and stuff. Obviously, it's not the best way of practice, but it's still a way of practice that is a lot more accessible than previous Smash games. So yeah, I mean, just the floor in general, the characters that are available, the characters that are good. It's not like these I feel like we're used to these high, like very high neutral in terms of just like, oh, these characters neutrals, they're the best. They're light, but that's okay. Because in the older games, it was all about being the light character, but your neutral's the best, and you just out neutral someone and you just win for the most part. That was like a TLDR of older Smash games, at least like Brawl, Smash 4, and stuff like that. But I don't think it's really the same in Ultimate, and I do think Bayo fits your playstyle in terms of like a mobile neutral character that is unforgiving. These types of characters, like you make a handful of mistakes, you lose. And if you're playing up against a Kazuya or something like that, or any of these other characters that have a good amount of weight, Steve is another character that has a decent amount of weight for what Steve can do, right? These other characters are a bit heavier. They can make 10 mistakes. You make 2 mistakes, you lost the first stock. That is an actual thing that I watch on the screen all the time at tournaments. So now these unforgiving characters, if the player is playing very well and doesn't make those 1 or 2 or 3 mistakes, okay, the player will win. And I think you are the type of player that is down for a challenge like that. I think you take pride in playing characters like that. I mean, maybe you don't even take pride. Maybe it's more of like you just have fun. I have no idea. But you definitely gravitate towards those characters, and you like playing them in an environment that even if the game doesn't necessarily favor you in a sense of like how much mistakes can you make, I think you would rather just have the stronger tools in neutral, but be able, like, then you're cursed with, oh, you can't make as much mistakes, but you have these like very glaring advantages in neutral, so to speak, right?
I think the reason I'm giving it an honest shot for Bayo is I have a couple things before we get into like the whiteboard stuff. Some of the characters I have the fondest memories of, and also have the best like capacity to learn with, are the characters I like grew up spectating, and like the people I was around were always using in Brawl. My friend group at the time, one of the common characters was Wario across a lot of people, and that's how I started playing Wario. And it's something that like never stopped, just because I saw it and I grew up around it a lot, and then I played it and I just kept playing it. And for Bayo is the same thing. I mean, she's the best character in Smash 4. A lot of people used her. A lot of my peers used her. So even before I was using her, it was just watching, playing against. And then picking her up was just par for the course. And she's one of those characters that I actually haven't given a super honest shot in Ultimate, despite being one of those few characters that just have like that like deep connection, where it's kind of just like you have a deep connection with that character regardless if you wanted to or not. like they're just there because you were around it all the time, every day. So that's why I'm giving her an honest shot. And another thing I want to mention about Ultimate, can you hear my cat? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which, is that Tiny?
Yeah, it's Tiny.
Tiny, come on. We're trying to do something here.
Keep the partying down over there,
Yeah.
Tiny.
So
She heard you.
counterpicking is an interesting strategy in Ultimate right now, because I think theoretically it's the way to go.
Yeah.
But
That's what it looks like. Yeah.
it requires the effort you would have to put in if you were like some sort of dedicated solo main, right? So previously, because the games weren't out as long as Ultimate has been, you could counterpick on like a fundamental basic level and have some success most of the time. Sometimes you'd get exposed for not being super intricate with your counterpick character, but a good player could have a basic counterpick type strategy. And I think it's cool because if you are willing to play multiple characters in your roster in Ultimate, you can benefit from it, but you have to put in extra effort. Not even just the basic amount of effort for playing multiple characters. You need to be playing those handful of characters as if you were some like dedicated solo main trying to like win your hard matchups. Like you have to have like that extra effort despite trying to like counterpick people for easier matchups. Which I think is cool because, like I said, the game's been out longer than any other Smash game in terms of gaps between releases.
Well,
So it's interesting because in Smash 4, a lot of people would counterpick Cloud or something like top players, but their Clouds sucked. They were terrible with the character, but they would like get their like top 8 qualifier win anyway.
Hey, as long as you could space that back air, you could do rising nairs, you were good to go.
He
You
was
just
such
shut down
a-
80% of the cast.
He was
Like,
such
they
a
were-
gatekeeper character, bro.
They
That's the
were
thing about him.
bad with
Yeah.
Cloud. but
Yeah.
It didn't matter because the game was only out for like 4 years.
The skill floor was lower because the game wasn't as popular.
Yeah.
I also think Smash 4 was easier. Like the amount of input, like your just raw APM wise, it's probably the lowest APM Smash game. I mean, I don't know too much about 64, but Brawl, I mean, I guess Brawl was kind of low APM because you were forced to walk. I don't know, but I do feel like there's certain sequences, or if you play Meta Knight, where your APM is faster. But yeah, I always think about like
Smash 4 had windows of high APM.
Towards the end, it started to pick up more perfect pivoting and shit like that.
It's perfect pivoting with
I guess it's 2 inputs
getting involved and like certain characters having better dashes.
And the Cloud thing, that trend died off as people learn the matchup more too, because then you come into that I'm a hyper character specialist.
Yeah, it wasn't as
it was huge in the beginning, is what I'm saying.
It wasn't like the way to like finish off a major bracket. Like it wasn't like your golden ticket. It was potentially like a way to get your way out of a hard situation here and there. But like you don't see that in Ultimate anymore.
Well,
and a lot of the time if you do, it's because they've probably put in like a little bit of extra time. Like we're not just picking Wolf to get out of an annoying matchup anymore.
We don't see general counterpicks like
Yeah.
So I think counterpicks are a lot more hyper specific nowadays. Like, oh, I need an answer to game.
When someone picks a character, like even if it's like Aquila picking Game & Watch, like we already knew he was in that process. Like we already knew like it was an option for him. Like, you know, so I kind of like that. Theoretically, it's what we should be doing, but a lot of us aren't doing it because it's not easy and it requires even more time.
It's so hard. Well, then you're not putting more time into your main too, which is something obvious. You're probably the best person to talk to about this, to be honest with you. Like,
I mean, so many people I talk to are like, "What the heck? Gavin plays one character." Like, so it's interesting. There's pros and cons. We've probably talked about this on the show a couple times, honestly. You know, the solo main thing, like it's pretty self-explanatory what the pros and cons are there, and the pros and cons of multiple characters are there too. But technically, if you're playing multiple characters and you put in the time, you can diminish those cons a lot easier compared to playing one character where you can't just fix their weaknesses. You know what I mean? Like you can't go into the game and fix your character selected. So like it's interesting. I like giving myself options, putting in the work. Been trying Bayonetta. I was watching a lot. Like we were saying, I was watching Lima's gameplay for hours, and just sending him the stuff I found interesting. He's helped me a lot. And then I eventually started watching some other ones. Like I watched a lot of Tama P, I watched some Geist. And they all do things so differently, but the player base is just clearly so good at the game and good with Bayo. Like when I watch Lima, it just looks like someone that's been playing Bayonetta nonstop every day for 1,000 years. And then when I watch Tama P, it's like, why does this combo look like super easy for you? Like he'll do a 0 to death that like to the point where it's like that looked really, really simple. So like Tama P is the one I would say that makes it look easy. And then Lima's the one where it's like this is just like beautiful.
Insane, yeah.
Like Lima's the one I want to emulate. But then I watch Geist and it's like Geist is playing some of these matchups even better than all of them, and there's even other players I haven't even gotten to yet. So it's just like it's a lot. And like Charles was saying, my problem is like my lack of experience really shows when the going gets tough because I start looking for one back air over and over.
Looking for
you're looking like my Bayo on Elite Smash. You're looking for that back air, and they're just not giving it to you.
Yeah,
or like turnaround grab, up throw.
It's like a weird matchup, like Yoshi, for example, or Snake, like some of the frame one type stuff where like your combo game or advantage really gets exposed because you don't know what you're doing and they have like easier escape options. So then you truly start just back air spamming and it makes you look even worse. So
do you want an empty line grab? Oh wait, you're at 90. If Snake rips up tilt, you just die. Like you know what I'm saying?
That's for sure.
But then if Snake gets hit by back air, there's even some scenarios where he's just not dead because he's so heavy, right? It has to be in a very specific spot. If he's center stage, there's like so much that goes into it.
So it's a fake it till you make it type of thing where you gotta keep playing. And
I was gonna say it's kind of a curse too of like all the knowledge, like very hyper specific things about probably Snake is one of the best examples specifically where you're like, I know what Snake can do in all these situations. And I'm experiencing this in my journey with Lucario as well. It's like, I know what you're going to do and I know what I'm looking for. And you're obviously like, light years ahead of this. But when you're looking for it against these specific characters that you need to counterplay in specific ways, or like Fox is a good example because you have to combo him differently at lower percentages and you need to know how to edge guard him or he's going to live forever, right?
That matchup is so bad.
Oh, Bayo Fox, yeah.
Dude, what the hell?
Yeah. So it's like, and that's the thing is like, and on the other side, I'm sure you've experienced that where you play against someone and you're like, oh, they don't with this character, they don't know how to deal with this thing. You know what I mean? Like they just don't. And this is all they have. Yeah. You're like, sweet. Like this is great. Like I know exactly what I'm going to be doing from here on out. But it's like, that stuff's crazy. And not having the depth with a character like Bayo is that's where I'm like, she's hard. Because like having those situations is bad. Like are really tough, I think, for her to deal with. And not having depth with any character is bad, obviously. But with her, again, she's so unforgiving, is how I feel at least. And you still see all those guys who you just said are amazing with Bayo. They still SD with her. Like that shit happens in tournaments all the time. It's like a known thing. You know what I'm saying? I know you hate the Bayo tax term, but that shit be happening though. I'm sorry. I see them all SD.
I don't like the buzz phrases, but
but
I understand.
You know what I'm saying?
And it's like if you really want to push the envelope and like get the most out of the situations, you do have to risk barely making it back with certain sequences or even possibly SDing if you do something poorly, or like if you're doing a combo and you misread the DI while you're doing it, that combo you were doing was going to be your way of recovering, so now you're dead. Like it's such a weird, like if you have like no double jump, but you have an ABK and you're predicting they DI something a certain way and they DI it wrong and you ABK, like now all you have is an air dodge and you're dead. So it's interesting. I think regardless of where this Bayo thing goes, I definitely don't regret it. I watched so many VODs and I actually recently was playing a bit with my other characters, like my usual roster. And I do think I'm already applying a different vision, which is really cool. And I'm usually the type I don't mind going on side quests in order to see a different vision in the future. So
Side quest Andy.
I am a
Oh
side
yeah.
quest Andy, bro. All I do is side quests. Like,
100% completing Smash.
When you were
I'm
talking
just gonna
about
be playing, I don't know, fucking Kirby one day, and it's like, don't worry, it's gonna make my Bayonetta better. This side quest is gonna make my other side quest better.
it's like trickle down character economics or something like that. It's like,
Yeah.
look, if we give more money to Kirby, it'll eventually go to Diddy Kong somehow. It's like, oh, I don't know how that
About
works.
to open a box of TCG cards. Like, don't worry, this is gonna.
Yeah, now I'm gonna get the
Yeah.
hit. Yep. Oh,
I'm gonna get this
You're
hit, and
Gambling. It reminds me when you were talking about the Bayo combos. You remember that that MVC clip where he's like, if you could do a combo into another combo and you can cancel it with a super move, like you can cancel that combo. You ever heard that clip? It just reminded me of that.
It sounds familiar.
Someone's
but-
got to edit the side by side. You could do a like it's like early Marvel 3, and they're explaining how combos work. It's so funny. And then he goes, "Do you get how it works?" And the other guy goes, "Hell no." It's a really good clip. I'll send it. Actually, I did find it. Couple things on that. So first, and this is so interesting because you're talking about hyper specific character counter picks and like all that stuff, and that's great. Counterpoint, Leo is like currently playing Game & Watch. You know what I mean?
I wanted to bring this up.
And Rob, like his Rob, that rusty
This
fucking
has been
Rob.
happening to me
Yeah.
like my whole ultimate life, where it's like my side quest is like weird, and then the other top players that have been around for a while are like playing the expected thing. Like I remember once, like there was a post from Larry where he mentioned some players like picking up like the typical stuff, and he just posted a video of me practicing Banjo-Kazooie fast cancels for like just over and over again in training mode. And like, yeah, I'm just a side quest Andy, bro. Like,
You can KFC with the best of them, man.
Yeah.
Dude. Well, for what reason?
that's actually
though?
a problem. I can't on my new controller. I got a new controller at Poor Priority, and I have not been able to KFC once.
Are you gonna get a refund on it?
Put the banjo down.
I
Thank God.
My banjo is literally exclusive to training mode currently, and it no longer serves a purpose because I can't do it.
You could have got your controller blessed by TG. It was at the event.
That's
Yeah, I
true.
should've. Well, I didn't know until
Hey,
like
top 8'd, go.
it was like Sunday night, and I was
Yeah.
just fucking around.
And you were trying to KFC. That's insane.
You're like, wait, did TG take his flight yet?
It's like 2 in the
Where's that
morning.
go?
I'm just bored.
Cool. So let's get two more things. Let's get into the whiteboard content because I've been wanting to do this for months, and we finally can.
Yes.
I think you guys are excited for
Wait,
it.
one more time. No, I'm just kidding.
I was so ready. Like, Steve should be nerfed, and here's how. 2 hours later, it's like, no, not again.
I've had enough.
I can't believe we're talking about Gavin and his secondaries again. By the way, I just thought of that. It's like, oh, we almost made it a full.
I
year.
literally just had a whole mindset where it's like, oh, I'm gonna be a solo main, blah blah. But all it takes is one tournament for me to like start thinking about all my options.
One session with my Lucario. That's all it takes. All right. So
I'm just here for the journey, bro. I'll figure it out.
I love that. Great.
Dope.
So the whiteboard content that we've come up with, or that I'm going to take credit that I came up with, is a while ago. Actually, it spawned from like one of my favorite things. I'm sure you all have done the same thing. All of our listeners, where you have like just dumb conversations about Smash with your friends. And I was talking to Gavin about this. I was like, this would actually be good content, I think. And I was like, I forget what I said. I said some shit like, was it monkey flip? I was like, monkey flip is a top 3 Diddy Kong move. And Gavin's like, I don't think it is. And I was like, all right, name his top 3 moves. And then he did. And I was like, nah. And we started arguing like back and forth, top 3, top 4. I was like, wait a second. This is a good
I
idea.
saw like people are probably so mad at me right now.
Oh, well, that was just an example. I don't know.
No, I know, but people are probably gonna think I'm crazy for saying monkey flip isn't top 3.
Yeah. That's
It
the other thing.
probably is, but I think it also could be number 4. It could be.
We'll get into it. So I was like, this is what made me want to get the whiteboards. I was like, it'd be more fun because on the show sometimes I feel like we all want to say something or contribute at the same time. I was like, let's all write it down, then reveal one at a time. So it's a little more organized and neat. But I think we should do right now, top 3 moves. We all pick a character, and then all 3 of us write down on a whiteboard 1 through 3. You got to organize them, and then you got to defend your case. I'll say there's no such thing as a wrong answer, but there obviously is. So I think we should all pick something kind of easy to start. I don't know if you guys have a character in mind.
We need ground rules.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Oh God.
Is grab associated to all the throws, or if there's a very
No grab.
broken throw?
Special moves and A button.
Okay,
A-
no
A
grab
and B buttons.
whatsoever. Okay.
Well, no. Well, command grabs are fine. Special moves and regular moves.
Okay.
Tilts, smash attacks, jabs,
Aerials.
aerials, and special moves. No
Right,
grabs.
so just no grab.
All right.
Okay.
With that, Charles, do you want to throw the first character out there? Then we'll all write on our whiteboards and come up with it. Who do you want? Who's the first character we're gonna do?
My favorite character,
Steve?
He's not
Sonic
gonna-
the Hedgehog. No, I'm just.
We're gonna do
Fox.
Sonic? I was like, no.
we're doing Fox, what the heck?
Fox, all right,
Fox.
great. Fox is is he tough? Oh, I'm going to Ultimate Frame Data. Hold on. Let me
Bro's
look at
got
all
a
his
lot
moves.
of good moves. Let me
A
tell
couple
you that.
moves come to
pretty
mind.
tough.
Yeah, it's definitely.
You know what's crazy? If grab wasn't excluded, grab would have been my best. That would have been the best move.
that's insane. Ooh, what order do I
you
want to
need
do? This
you
in?
need grab. Fox is so ass without grab. Like actually.
Yeah, but everyone needs. Well, yeah. All right, hold on.
Uh,
Damn, that's a big
whatever.
whiteboard. What the heck?
Sorry.
Holy.
What the
Rob,
fuck?
He took
Uh-huh.
the Wyanite district is
Why
looking
is
for
he
that,
saying
Charles.
that?
Why
That is
not
not
high-
the Amazon link has provided.
Wyanite High is looking for that whiteboard, Charles. You got to give it.
Dude, bro went out and
It's
stole
been
a whiteboard.
years.
Okay. Ooh, this
Dang,
is
actually.
thought it might be. Dude. I'm almost like these are the moves that piss me off the most, and maybe they're his best. Ooh. I think I have my 3. What order is it?
I'm struggling with number 1 and 2.
I kind of am too. I wonder if we're thinking the same things. I don't think we are. I think I'm gonna be weird with at least one of mine here. I'm doing it. I don't care. I'm sending it. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong.
I write kind of small, so I'm gonna put effort into writing larger. I also have to put in a lot of effort because I'm left-handed and I don't want to
Yeah,
smudge
you're gonna be
the
smudging.
whiteboard.
Yep. They don't make. Okay, I was just about to ask. They don't make left-handed whiteboards, but they.
Man, this is
Dude,
hard.
we should sell left-handed whiteboards for twice the amount, and it's just the same thing.
Just write it on the label.
Yeah.
Some of these moves.
I
are,
don't
like,
know.
good,
Is
but
that
not
right? I
good.
feel like I'm forgetting something. We did not study for this, by the way, chat. We did not study.
I have
for
really
this.
bad handwriting, and I didn't think it would ever matter for like the rest of my adult life.
No one, dude.
it kind of-
Dude.
It kind of matters right now.
When's
Wait,
the
is
last
dash a
time you-
move? Is dash a move?
No.
If you have to ask, it's probably a no.
Ooh, now you made me want to change my order.
Is nair a move? Ha.
Yes.
It is. I asked.
We'll see.
It's a
You're already
move for
laughing
sure.
at it. You know that. troll
Yeah, I'm
question.
switching.
I've decided. I'm not sure on the order, but
Me neither.
I did.
Oh my god. All right. I'm good, I think.
I'm good.
And just a disclaimer, chat. No
I
one's
think
claiming-
Charles could be last, of course.
Yeah, he has to go last. Yeah. We all
because his
make our
opinion
ca-
matters the most.
make our case. I'll go first because I don't want to go after Gavin either, because that's gonna make me. Everyone's gonna be like, "Oh, Gavin."
And we
you know,
we are gonna recite what we're saying just for the audio.
Yeah.
As a reminder.
Yes, we will.
Yeah. For audio.
individually go through our choices, of course.
I'm ready when you guys are. I don't know if
It's
you're
exciting, bro. This whiteboard idea was not bad.
It was like pulling teeth. You know what I'm saying, Gavin, to get everyone to do it.
Don't
You're-
say that.
You're familiar. Yeah.
Don't say pulling
Nice, pretty
teeth.
good. Pretty good. I'm ready if you are, Charles.
All right, I'm ready.
All right, I'm gonna go first. All right, so Fox McCloud.
Go number 3 to 1, right?
Well, I'm just gonna
Yeah.
show. I can't hide
Okay.
them on my whiteboard, so I'm just
Fair.
gonna show them and break them down.
Okay.
I'm nervous though, bro. These are big opinions, and I'm not
Yeah.
an expert by any means.
Fox is an important one. He's a
Yeah,
popular
it-
guy.
You guys are gonna get baited into like the most simplest moves, but I already know 2 moves that I'm gonna see from you guys. It's amateur mistakes, but go for it.
I
I'm
can
sorry.
predict what a move you'll have on yours that I didn't have on mine. So
Who,
just
me or
because I'm
Charles?
simple doesn't mean I can't predict your layered option.
I'll be
Shit.
honest. I just picked what pissed me off the most, to be honest with you, for this character. So
That's fair,
they're the
actually.
best. You know what? They're the best to me, and that's what matters. I got top 3 right here. I don't know if you guys can see it. I did up air as number 1. That move be pissing me off, bro. That character without up air, I don't care what anybody's saying. I don't care. Paris, Luis, anybody else who Kananabe, I don't care. Up air is his best move. That should be pissing me off. I have dash attack at number 2. What an important tool that is, right? What is this character without dash attack? No, is that the obvious one, Charles? Maybe. Dash attack at ledge. How many times have we seen Paris do dash attack at ledge? 8
Dash attack
billion?
ledge with crap DI, yes.
Yes.
Good
well,
DI
or,
then.
and then I had Nair. Nair is just like, it's such a good tool. Like it's just great. It does a lot is how I feel about it. It's a good utility move. I had up smash on here at one point, and then I was like, is it really the up smash it is good, but is that the thing that like really makes him that good? And then I'm like, you could do niche things like argue laser, like, oh, it's laser because without it he has to
laser
approach.
is
It's like no.
ass. No,
Yeah.
Up
that
air,
move is
here,
dog
motherfucking
shit.
up air, motherfucking dash attack, and fucking Nair. Those are my 3. And I'm locking in. And I feel like you guys are going to say something. I'm going to want to change my mind. But now it's
No,
yeah,
we can't change. We can't change.
that's the best part of the whiteboards, bro. You can't change.
You're
You're
not
like, oh yeah, I
changing
had
my
that too. I
mind.
had that too.
I have
There's
Watching
you have
there.
one fraudulent move.
I have
on
a
there.
crazy
I do?
surprise for
Okay, all
you.
right, that's fine.
Only one.
One's fine.
All right, Haz, do you feel good about yourself?
Oh, I do. Oh my god. Wait, you have bad opinions sometimes, so I feel pretty good. You're Gavin, say your list. by the way.
Wow.
Don't forget.
So number 1, I have neutral air. Number 2, I have up air. And number 3, I have dash attack. So it's the same order. It's the same 3 moves as Haz in a different order.
Yeah. Okay.
I was considering just putting 3 aerials. But I decided dash attack was worth it.
It's so good.
Damn.
And
Actually,
I do have a prediction that there will be a grounded move that will be on Charles's thing that isn't here. Maybe even 2 grounded moves.
I was thinking up tilt was on my list a little bit too, but it's not. It's I don't know.
It was weird. I could have swapped dash stack and up air, but that's about it. I think I'm pretty sold on neutral air being his best move. But I think Charles's opinion is more important than ours. So
I did buzzer beater last second, switch Nair and dash attack. So I initially had up air and then Nair and then dash attack. So I did, but I was like, I don't know, whatever. I felt weird having 2 aerials, but then
I think up air is so
good.
good too. By the way, I think up air is like
up air is your damage. It's so hard because
I think up air should be on.
It's like
there.
fucking 80 off that. It's so stupid.
Well, also in today's day and age,
so it does so much.
Yes, I mean you don't usually use it in neutral. You like do air to air callouts, but usually that's more of a fair. Fair has more range, so you're kind of fairing more when you're airing.
Too.
But your damage output is so.
I thought about
crazy.
like 10 different moves.
Yeah,
I know.
I think Fox is one of the hardest characters to do this because there's so many moves where if you don't put it on there, you're like, dang, really? Like you don't respect Fox's damage output. Like whenever I'm a stock behind and I'm like, it's even stocks, I'm at my opponent's at 0. I'm at like kill percentage. The reason why I feel like I have confidence as a Fox player when I'm in those scenarios is because I'm like, yo, if I hit that 1 up air, I win. Like
exactly.
If I hit the 1 up air and then I play perfect from there, I win the game automatically. So it's like not a lot of characters have that out, and that move gives you that out because if you didn't have up air and you didn't have a up air that combos into itself, like any aerial that sends upward that combos into itself is like just broken in Smash. That's just obvious. But
I think that it would be easy to make this list if you don't play Fox. Like for me and Haz, every non-Fox player would probably make those 3 moves. But a Fox player might get more intricate with it. So.
Yeah, for sure. And Charles, do you want before you show and talk about yours, do you want to talk about because we have the same list? What was the fraudulent move that we had on there?
I'm gonna sound stupid for this, by the way, but it's Nair. I don't think Nair.
I think that's fine. I almost didn't include Nair. I get it.
Okay, here's my argument with Nair. Hear me out. All right, this is my hear me out. Okay, so Nair, extremely strong, hard Nair specifically at lower percents, but right when you spawn in at go, you can't really soft Nair. Most characters, you can't really do it. You have to hard Nair specifically. Soft Nair gets very good, but a lot of players are getting better at doing foot slow out of shield, which is very good against Fox Nair specifically because he has no air mobility. Other characters that have air mobility, when they cross you up and they do like a back air on your shield, they push you away. Plus, they have the air drift to make it so a foot slow out of shield is way harder. Fox cross-ups are very close to you. So there are a lot of scenarios where you don't even have to know what side Fox is on because he crossed you up so much that you even have to ask the question. You can just spam jump out of shield and you'll get your foot slow and then into the aerial or whatever, right? Or you can like do a hold buffer thing that just like at a whatever timing. You don't, and then a lot of Fox's aerials too, his hurt box shrinks. And when you pancake right next to your opponent's shield, that's the easiest to foot slow out of shield. Yeah. Like just in general, you just spam jump and you do your option, right? So I think foot slow out of shield is making Nair a more dated thing. And on top of that, Fox, all of Fox's bad matchups, like whenever I'm thinking of this list, all these moves, I'm like, what? what things help Fox in his bad matchups, and all the characters that are good against Fox, like you cannot fucking nair against him. That's why the matchup's ass. Like I go above Game & Watch, I can kind of double jump bait him, but like it doesn't matter if I nair or not.
I was thinking of those scenarios where like
I would kind of say that makes me think that nair is that good because when a character can shut it down, that becomes a bad matchup.
Correct.
Do you
it
see
depends
what I'm
on
saying?
your
Like
outlook,
the
yes.
opposite logic.
I don't think you're necessarily wrong, but I think it's like what Gavin said, because I play Fox, I'm like I automatically think of the moves that help me in my bad matchups. So like up air is guaranteed on my list because it's like in bad, like you can beat nair, you can do whatever, but when Fox hits an up air, there is like
every character is the same now.
Every character is the same thing. Like that's just turn into a blank slate, and I'm up airing the crap out of you. So it's like it's funny equalizes.
You were like, oh well, if you nair people at 0, it doesn't work. I'm like, well, thank God you have up air that does 1,000 damage. Like, good lord.
And especially like up air, I think has to be on the top 3 list no matter what because of how important platform tech chasing is. I do think Fox is still really strong on FD just because of things like dash attack and stuff like that. So,
I think he's broken on that stage.
Yes. But you do give up platform tech chasing, and if you watch a lot of Fox sets, mainly light, he will have a lot of setups that put you on a platform. And then, I mean, it's just a common thing in Ultimate nowadays. If you don't have your platform tech chasing on point and you're not getting 50 plus damage, because there's so many characters that cover the entire platform, Fox covers the entire platform on reaction. So it's a little bit more of a skill check rather than just throwing out a Game & Watch nair or a corn nair or a corn up air or whatever, right? Like just these really large hitboxes that cover all the timings and all the rolls and the distance you can go. But Fox is more of like speed plus reaction plus putting the up air at the right spot, or just guessing correctly if you're, not on point with your reactions in that moment. But yeah, up air, I feel like has to be on the list. I'm surprised none of us put back air. Back air was something I was contemplating because whenever I'm thinking of Fox, I'm like, what are we using in neutral? And I think now more than ever, Fox,
I think it's his worst aerial.
I was going to say that shit has fake killed screen since the beginning of Ultimate. There's no way I was ever putting it on top.
But it is used a lot in neutral though. Like
I know, but I'm just saying, like think of how good all of his other moves are. I'm like, that shit has this stigma attached to it. We're like, that doesn't. That's fake.
After the up air and nair thing, I'm saying forward air third. So
it's his main air to air. So like whenever I'm thinking of Fox
aerials, okay.
Forward air. I mean, forward air is very good.
But sometimes it's a finisher in the situations where you can't up air. So it's like
forward air is particularly good at 0% because you can get fair to up air, which puts your opponent at 30, which now means up tilt's online. So that's an I guess it's a bit time to reveal the list here.
Do the board, the big board. Oh my God, look how little of the board you use.
Oh yeah, sorry, I'm gonna close up my list.
I like it.
Is up tilt number 1.
Up
air. This list is not what I expected.
Up B is insane.
I did predict the up tilt.
Up tilt's fun. I like up tilt. That's good.
My prediction, especially now that you were elaborating, I thought it was going to be some sort of combination of up tilt, jab, and up air.
Okay,
I was like, this guy's almost put fucking jab on his list. Like,
I almost
tried
put
to
jab.
read him, by the way.
So, what I think Fox has to do to win in Ultimate, and I should dash attack should be on my list. After I saw dash attack on both your guys' lists, I would probably take out up B. Realistically, up B was like my hot take, but like dash attack should be there instead of up B. But whatever.
You're just happy with the up B like buffs.
I think as a shitty Fox player, I value up B a lot. I think a player like Light won't value up B as much because the level of players he plays against, they either pick characters that just outright beat it, or they are very aware of how to beat up B. So like it's when I grind with players around my level, dude, up B's my goat. I just like everybody fucks up against it. Nobody like knows how to edge guard it correctly. I get hella damage. You could be at 30%. I take a free stock, W, like whatever, right? Playing up against other players that aren't, top of the crop, like top 50 in the world and stuff like that. Up B is your goat because you just get back onto the stage. You get some damage on the way there. But obviously as you get higher and higher in play, this becomes irrelevant. But I will say there are a lot of matchups that in previous Smash games, most characters could just go off stage against Firefox in Smash 4. It was like edgeguarding Fox in Smash 4 was free. If you couldn't edgeguard Fox in Smash 4, like you're just bad at the matchup. That's just it. Because you could even mess up and like you could still get your ledge trap after you messed up because it didn't hit as hard. So the changes, the upgrades to up B make a lot it just made it a lot more difficult. You saw it being way more apparent in the earlier stage of Ultimate, like I said. But yeah, that's my hot take. It should be dash attack. But yeah, and
then for up tilt, is
up
it
tilt and jab.
frame 3?
Up tilt and jab. The reason why I have this so high, and I was also thinking about putting jab there. Like I would put jab or dash attack at 3. Now that I think about it, I think up air I have to keep it at 2 because it's like the damage output. Like you need different pieces of the equation, which is why I kind of put up B as number 3 too, because like Fox gets back onto stage way more than he ever has in any Smash game. Like he has illusion to up B.
Yeah.
He has the fact that you can up B after illusion is a very, very big deal.
Yeah.
The fact that up B is a bigger hitbox and it has a higher base knockback at least puts a skill check in where your opponent has to like tech double jump. They also have to save their double jump, right? So they can like tech wall jump, double jump back on stage, get their ledge trap and stuff like that. So you're kind of like forcing your opponent to keep certain resources in case they mess up. But yeah, I think the jab and the up tilt can be valued so high because I think Fox is a parry bot in Ultimate. I think characters that play well out of parry are the characters that are strong in Ultimate. And this even goes to things like Game & Watch. Game & Watch doesn't necessarily have to parry everything because his up B out of shield is so strong. But watch Mia play, and he will fish, like shamelessly flicker that shield for a parry up B or something like that, right? Or parry, and that's another reason why I think instead of jab, I would put dash attack because parry dash attack is probably more realistic than parry jab. If you execute the parry dash attack, which it shouldn't be that hard to buffer the dash attack out of the parry, but it is 2 frames slower, but you have way more range. And then it's also the media option of the lead trap. You're essentially naring on the ground. So yeah, dash attack should realistically be number 3 if we're talking like top level. But yeah, I just think
parry up tilt is so crazy.
That's a great
parry up tilt is fucking crazy.
Answer. No, you're right. That is a good answer.
Parry up tilt is insane because the move won't even be like if he's parry up tilting a multi hit, it comes out before the next hit of their multi hit.
Like, you will trade at worst. You will trade at worst.
It's fucking
never
crazy.
Tilt's wild. Yeah, I like feel bad for not having it on there, but then I look at all the moves I have and I'm like,
so not only are you fishing for parry, you also don't even have to know what you're parrying because you can beat a fucking multi-hit before it comes out. Like that.
Yeah, and I think, and if you ever watch Paris play, one thing you notice a lot is it's not easy to just mash on Paris when you're landing. Like he can with Fox. The reason why I'm putting up tilt so high in value is because I'm thinking about Fox. What makes Fox strong, right? And we didn't count dash as a move. Like obviously his mobility is what makes it so strong. Another reason why dash attack should at least be number 3. Dash attack has to be on here because dash attack paired with the fact that he's so fast is like what makes the move so good. The move itself is very powerful, one of the best dash attacks in the game. But like the speed plus, because Fox has the speed, you can get to a lot of different locations and go for something like a parry. And then, you can get, if you have a lot of frame advantage, you're up smashing someone. But if not, it's dash attack, it's up tilt. Up tilt is like, even if it's multi-hit, I don't care what you land with here. If I parry and I just mash up tilt and I don't react to what I'm necessarily parrying, I will get at worst a trade, right? So things like that. And then up tilt also has niche scenarios. I will also name the cons of up tilt. So a reason why you could not put up tilt in top 3 is because it sucks at go. Against a really floaty character, you might be able to get an up tilt string at 0. They have to be extremely floaty though. Most characters you can't even up tilt, like Diddy Kong, you can't even up tilt Diddy Kong until like maybe 30-ish%. Yeah. 30 to 35. Maybe if you have some rage, it'll go lower. But like, so up tilt's like not even an option because it's negative on hit. And those and the thing when we're talking about this phase of the game, right at go, even though it only lasts for so long, that is a phase that you will guarantee have to play at like your opponent every stock respawn. So it happens at least 3 times within a game. So it's like I can see that. And then I would say that's the biggest con is the fact that it's not used. It's like not as strong at the earlier percents, but that's why you kind of lean towards, back air, fair at 0. Like there's other things that Fox is looking for to get your opponent. And like the reason why fair up air is so strong, it gets them to 30, which is like perfect sweet spot percent, up tilts online, stuff like that. So again, I think Fox is one of the hardest to do this with because there's so many things that like bring his kit together.
I think navigating around the negative on hit stuff is interesting because it reminds me of playing Donkey Kong where like some of his moves you don't want to use at 0. So it's always a really interesting aspect of a game like Smash that like doesn't apply to like a fighting game.
I think very specifically when we came up and designed this kind of on the fly, saying top 5, it gets a lot easier, you know. And all of us have roughly
Yeah, even if it was top 4, bro.
exactly.
I like 3 though. I do like 3.
3
we have
makes
to make
it
some tough
tricky
choices
on purpose for sure, because I think everybody has 4 good moves. You know what I'm saying, or like 4 arguments to be made.
Yeah.
All right, Gav, you want to go next, or we want to do mine next? That was great, by the way, Charles.
I think I would like to go next.
Oh shit! All right, who are we doing? You kind of, you know.
I think we're gonna go with Sephiroth
today. Oh fuck!
I was gonna say Gavin's got a lot of choices.
Wait, it has to be characters you play.
I might pick him up. Might try him for the first time.
I'm not spoiling, bro.
Please play Bayonetta instead of Sephiroth, please, God.
No, I disagree. All right,
Please,
Sephiroth,
God.
a character I haven't.
I don't think it's as interesting as Fox, but
what are you talking about? All his moves are ass. Which ones are we gonna pick?
That's what.
It's his bro.
I feel like it makes it easier.
Fully charged neutral B. It kills at 0.
Yeah, true.
Does it get better than that? I don't think so. Okay, number 1's easy, right?
Number 1's super free.
Just flare. Just neutral B1, flare. The best.
Neutral B1, neutral B2, neutral B3. Is number 1 that free, or am I overthinking it?
Like Giga Gigantic.
Number 1 should be free.
I hope so. I hope I'm not. Now I'm nervous. Like, what if I'm fucking wrong?
No, it's so free, dude.
Okay. I'm nervous. Oh.
So now that we got his only good move out of the way, what's next?
I know. I can't wait. I can't wait to talk about.
I'm having a really hard time with 3 because it's between 2 moves.
I can't wait to talk about one move specifically with Gavin, and I could already tell you exactly what he's gonna say. I cannot wait. We're gonna talk about this move. I don't know if it makes my list or not. I don't think it does, but I would love to talk about it.
I want to put a specific move at number 1 just to make Gavin angry.
Yes, I think we're talking about the same move. Yep.
This is such a. We both know. We all know what the rage.
Wait,
I might regret my decision.
Gavin's not gonna put that move on there.
Can I ask something specifically, like just as a pulse? Is 3 aerials insane? Like, is that insane?
No.
Really? Okay, good. I felt
kind
of.
It's like
insane.
Fox, where it's kind of reasonable.
I'd rather have like a hotter take. How can I not have that move on?
Gavin's gonna put side B on his list. Too easy.
Okay, that was the move I was gonna talk about specifically. We will talk about side B, obviously.
There's a lot to talk about.
I'm so torn, man. Like, I think one of his main moves that people use a lot with him is just kind of bad, though.
Yeah.
Is that weird to say?
He's correct. Yeah.
Am I right? Am I like crazy to think that? We're like, yeah, I guess it's good if you hit it, but like, it's not that good of a move, actually.
Oh, shoot. Wait.
I'm talking about fully charged down smash.
If it was just 4 moves, this would have been super easy.
Yeah, I'm.
But the fact that it's 3 means you have to leave out 1 that will get you flamed, and
that's fine.
It's really unfortunate. We're all gonna look like idiots in some ways, and we just have to accept that.
Am I wrong, bro? I don't know. This is worse than Fox because it's like with Fox it was like a race to the top. This is a race to the bottom. You know what I'm saying? Like all these moves, they're all like, yes, that move is good, but or that move's pretty good, but and it's like, oh, they're all kind of that. Jab 2, by the way, his jab 2 is kind of raw. I'm looking at it. That kick,
I love his jab.
His jab's really cool. Yeah,
it's a decent jab, but it's a cool jab.
I almost want to keep like. Fuck, I can't not have that move. But I love number 3 for me. I think might be considered a hot take over, especially another move that I think everyone's gonna have. Fuck it, I'm gonna send it. What am I afraid of? You know, who cares?
There's only going to be 4 moves that all 3 of us say.
I don't know about that.
I think there is only 4 reasonable moves for his top 3. Yes, I think there's only 4. Yes.
And I'm pretty sure all of us are going to, like, hot takes aside.
I'm so nervous. I'm going first again because I feel like I fucked this up. I've not thought about Sephiroth in such a long time. I'll be honest with you. No, it is, but it's not. Well, especially because you're here. Like, that's the problem, I think. We need Tweek out of Tweek Talks. All right, you guys ready? Because I'll just go. I don't care.
I think we're ready, right?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay.
I'm nervous, bro.
I apologize if I messed this up, by the way.
I also might have messed this up.
Yeah.
And let me talk about the 3 I have on here, and then the 2 that I felt like I left off.
There's always at least one move you're gonna have to apologize for not including. So
okay, the move. Actually, it's 2 of them because I felt really dumb for
Okay.
leaving one of them off, and like I still feel dumb.
okay.
But here you go. I have number 1 is Nair, right? We all agree that's
Freebie.
the.
Yeah.
Oh, Gavin, that is not like what I'm writing. I wrote Fair, and I wrote up tilt. I think that move is raw. I don't know if it's actually his 3rd best move, but I think the obvious ones that
I think if this was a coolest move list, it belongs.
I love his
on
up
there.
tilt. Yeah, maybe I mixed up best and like what I like. But I think F tilt is something where I'm like, I feel like I should have that on there. And then back air is the one where I was like in so much pain where I was like, that's how he gets stocks. But like, let's be for real for a second. Like, is it he gets kills with back air because it's a good move or because that's what he has? You know what I'm saying? Or am I crazy?
I mean, it's worth asking.
So
You
Nair,
gotta use
We'll get more into everything.
my
So-
list was Nair, which I think is the obvious number 1, right? Like that's just
Yes.
what that's it, the majority of the character. Fair, which I think is a really solid move that he needs, like in his kit and in general, like a pretty good poking, damage dealing, spacing aerial. Fine.
Yes.
I do want to change up tilt now, but that's not how the whiteboard works. It is what it is. I think up tilt, as he progressed, I started seeing it more from you specifically, and maybe it's just from our friendly session. I blame you for this, is what I'm saying, for hitting me with up tilt so much.
I tried to get so much out of that attack.
It's not that good, is the problem with it.
Because
So
I love it.
yeah.
And technically, numerically, it is one of the fastest options he has.
That's what I'm saying too. Like, yeah.
But
I do think it's
will
F tilt.
say that move fucking sucks
Damn it. I know it.
badly.
I will go back, watch the tapes. I did say this is a hot take, and I think my number 3 is wrong, so that's okay. Should it just be F tilt instead?
F
No.
is fast too, bro.
No.
Back
That move
air?
is fucking terrible too.
Back air?
The other aerial, man.
We'll get
Oh,
into
up air. Oh, I forgot about
We'll
up
get-
air.
we'll
Good
get
lord,
into-
I forgot about
we'll
that
get
move.
into the move.
Fuck, I forgot about
We
that
need
move entirely.
Charles' list now.
All right,
Okay.
so mine was Nair, fair, up tilt, which is wrong. It should be
Yeah.
up air. You're right. Up tilt.
Okay, the big reveal.
The big board. I like the big board. Oh my god. Nair,
All right,
Baron,
we're keeping it
fair.
simple.
Okay.
We're
All
keeping it simple.
caps. All caps.
The Nair is all caps. Yeah. I like
Yeah.
that.
For all caps, of course. And then we have. I couldn't decide on 2 and 3. Like I could switch the 2 positions. I mean, I think Bear is
Oh.
probably like with flick shot. With flick shot,
You know-
I can see Fair being better than Bear. I
know
will
what's
say
so
that Fair
funny
is more active.
about
What's up?
Charles's list. He has the best one. He has the best list.
That's why I asked if we could do 3 aerials, bro. I was like, are we
Which
serious?
is funny because I also am contributing to these lists, but I think Charles's list
It's
is
just right.
the best, the
That's right.
safest, the most logical.
Mhm.
3 aerials is perfectly fine
For him, yeah, his ground is fuck, bro.
I think
Dude,
now that we've had 2 reveals,
so wait, did we say the order? It was, Charles is Nair, Bear, and Fair for the
Yeah.
audio
Yeah.
people.
Yeah. And I could
And-
switch 2 and 3.
and I think his order is correct. By the way, I think is
Yeah.
literally the best possible list you could have. I think Bear is better than Fair. I know Fair's activity is really like appreciated because Sephiroth lacks in that area for a lot of his important attacks. So the Fair is really appreciated, but it's still not as good as Bear, I think. I think Bear is better.
You get a crazy amount of shield damage with back air. I mean,
Back
Yeah.
air is just the go-to. And then neutral air has clearly been his best attack and most versatile attack since the day he came out. So
It's the only thing he gets combo clips with. Is like the first thing I thought of with him was it's Nair.
it's one of the only valuable things that is single digits. It's frame 9.
It's cool.
Everything else from there, it's downhill from there.
I will
Like
say
his
if I had a
jab, for
fourth,
example, all jabs are single digits in ultimate, except like King Dedede's being frame 10. Don't know why they did that.
This is really true.
Bayonetta's is frame 9, which is really slow, but it kills.
But it kills, yeah.
Dedede's kills, quote unquote, but it should be better. Sephiroth is frame 5, and it's pretty mid. Like forward tilt's frame 14. So something like Nair being frame 9 goes a long way. But yeah, Charles has a great list. And
Before you reveal yours, can I ask questions about a couple that I thought about that didn't make the list but crossed my mind?
sure.
I thought his Counter was something worth thinking about a little bit.
Counter?
That's a good one.
I thought
It's
that was
kind
worth
of
thinking-
like Charles including up B for the versatility of the list, where
it just
to
helped,
round it
dude.
out.
Yeah, I hate that move.
it's probably the best counter in the game, or at least in conversation with the other best counters. That
Arsene
move,
counter is the other like one I would think of
Yeah.
immediately. Do you beat Arsene counter? But it's
a broken
it's in
counter.
contention.
I think
it's in
without
It's really
saying
good,
it's
yeah.
the best, it's safe to say that is a broken counter.
It is like what Charles said with up B or his other move, Fox's other moves, where it's like in matchups where that move is good, it's fucking broken. Like characters that
Yeah,
have a hard time
auto-dead.
recovering around that and stuff, it's disgusting.
Yeah.
So I thought of that, and the other one that I thought of, and damn, this would have been
The
a
thing
much
about
better
the
hot take
counter
than-
though is in some of those scenarios, you could have also gotten the job done with his other best moves too. It wouldn't have been as easy.
Yeah.
But counter is a really nice one. I wouldn't be mad at someone for including it, but I don't think it's hard to include a counter in a top 3 thing because a counter relies on your opponent unless they're checkmated. But if they're checkmated, they're also checkmated to other things.
Down
So
air.
I don't like including things that are like opponent reliant too much.
Counters are weird to unless they're like Smash 4 or Bayonetta Witch Time. Like unless it's that level, I think it's really hard to where it influences.
And
every
even
matchup.
then, I don't know if I would have included that.
Okay, well, the other one I almost wrote down,
Yeah.
which would have been a much better take than up tilt. I like definitely juked myself there. Was down air because you get footstool down air, which is really valuable, and he needs something so bad out of shield. So that was like my other hot take that I had.
Dare sucks.
Yeah, but I think it helps him.
It's an option.
Yeah.
It helps him, yeah.
I'm
But
saying
it
without it gets worse. It's bad,
doesn't
but it would
even
get even
kill.
worse.
Against
No.
close cross up
This
rush
down
down
air is
characters.
frame
it's important.
19.
Yeah, but footstool. True. All right.
That
Anyway,
move sucks,
okay.
but
those are my
The move,
two other thoughts.
big hitbox though.
the move I wanted to put as number 4, and the move that I will predict that is on Gavin's list is up B. Go on.
Okay.
I think forward air.
I think you guys are overthinking things and giving me a lot of respect and trying to,
We
think
need to
I'm
stop doing that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree.
I'm just like you guys. I like neutral airing. This is
You don't
my
have
one.
backer on your list. You don't have it.
Yeah, he
You
does,
have
yeah, he
backer
does.
on your list.
What's the last one? Self-destruct. Oh, Shadow
my
Flare.
god, Shadow Flare.
Pick a different character.
Of course you
Dude,
would do
wait.
that.
There's no way you put Shadow Flare on there, bro. There's no way.
Okay.
He
So
is a
I-
very big believer of this move, I will say.
No, you hate that move, bro. Are you serious?
I've gotten into this a couple times over the years. But
no
first off,
way.
neutral air is the most obvious thing in the world. You are really overthinking this if neutral air is not on your list.
I did overthink it. Wait, time out. I thought of fair though. How much value do you get that fair can stick into the stage?
That is a utility thing.
Hold on.
It's pretty important.
Helps edge guarding.
It doesn't bring it up
it's-
to Nair
it's
level though,
false.
you don't think? I think it's
No,
close.
Nair is so like
Forward air probably
Nair's
is
his DLC
number
move,
3,
yeah.
but I do want to talk about Shadow Flare. So
It's negative
Nair
on
is
hit. That's what
obviously
you're gonna
number
say.
1. Back air is clearly number 2. These are the moves that you're more likely to be allowed to use all the time in all the matchups. You know what I mean? Like you're going to be able to use them. And then Shadow Flare, I have always said, is not his best move, but it's his most important move. Where we've talked about the concept of tempo breaks on the show a lot. And if Sephiroth didn't have Shadow Flare, he would be the typical swing sword or empty hop grab character, which is a decent starting point for a viable character in Smash. Like that is a decent strategy that's worked a lot. But he wouldn't have the cross slashes or the dancing blades or so the Shadow Flare is like the glue that brings everything together, and it's the way to observe and poke at your opponent without having to use the worst moves ever. But it does have its issues. That's why I consider it really important to establish, a future in the match. But it's not his best move. It does have its weaknesses, but I do think there's a way to use it to mitigate those weaknesses as much as you can by being mobile with it. I always try to teach Sephiroth players to use it like an Arsene or a non-Arsene Joker side B. You know how they're always jumping backwards while using it? You have to try to use Shadow Flare in that way so you can charge while moving, or you like do an uncharged one while moving backwards, whatever.
Get a couple extra orbs, reposition.
And the information you collect when it attaches on them is so priceless. They either shield or they try to attack you or they go to ledge. It's doing so many things that it creates so many situations that otherwise would not have been created unless you outright win an interaction. So Shadow Flare is really interesting. I think it's one of the coolest moves. It's just one of the most interesting moves in the game, just because it's kind of like a Pikmin lash, but like extra layers and like a lot of extra things going on with it. But realistically, you could just say forward air instead of Shadow Flare, and that's fine. Forward air is pretty good. I do value back air slightly more, maybe even a little more than slightly, but back air is a little slower than forward air. But yeah, that's my list. I like Shadow Flare. I think I've always used it more than any of my peers, like just always from day one. I just think it's so important to try to establish it. It gets players like flickering their shield, trying to parry it, and you can mix them up with the charge. You slow them down a little bit so you can start swinging aerials. Like some characters that would be rushing you down otherwise might second guess. Yeah, I don't know. Those tempo breaks in Smash are so important for a character that's otherwise like really one note like the entire game. So, yeah.
I remember
it's not up air, by the way.
It's
not up air.
Okay, good. Okay, I feel better because I did write down Nair, Fair, Bear, but then I felt like that was boring. It is the right answer.
Yeah.
And that's what we're trying to do. And I feel like an idiot because I wrote down up tilt, but you know.
So I would accept Nair, Bear, Shadow Flare, or Nair, Bear, Fair. Those are the two things I accept.
And up tilt. Everyone's saying.
Up tilt isn't even smelling the top three, bro.
What do you think? What do you think about
After talking about it, I was like, I told you I was nervous for this one. Fox was fun because I could argue all of them.
Here are the moves I would include before up tilt.
Oh, no, that's okay. We don't have to do
before
that.
up tilt. I would include.
Chris, can you mute Gavin real quick?
I would include
down tilt,
down smash, and up smash. I would include.
No. Okay, now you're getting ridiculous.
I would include Shadow Flare.
All right, let's go on to my. All right, on to my character.
Up air is good against characters with slow double jumps. In those matchups, instant double jump up air is crazy.
Get to play against
I think you could argue up air somewhere.
Sephiroth, up air feels like a decent move. I don't care where you be reverse that grenade, bro.
You're getting slashed.
Like I'm not trading with it or nothing.
All right. Time for the last one of the day, and then
Lucario.
there's one clip I want us to watch. It is going to be Lucario. I'm excited.
Oh, that's exciting.
It is exciting, yeah. Because I thought at first
this Lucario journey.
At first I had Ken pulled up, and I was like, let's run it with Lucario because I've been thinking about Lucario a lot more.
Yeah.
Recently.
Oh, this is fun. This is the most fun.
Oops,
one.
I literally wrote Ken on my board. Oops.
Whoopsie.
I wish I could draw because I would also draw them in the downtime. Can any of you guys draw? I can't.
Nope.
Yeah.
We don't seem
bad at that.
Lucario. I got some opinions, bro. I think some of them. I think there's a couple different ways you could devise this top three.
I don't even have to think about number one. Number one's so easy.
Nobody should have to think about number one.
Dude, this is such an interesting one. He has a lot of really underrated tools.
You know what I was thinking about is he's always so hard to categorize when you compare him to other characters because you have to. Oh, well, if you have this much aura, and it's like you're just talking about him. So aura always applies to every, Yeah, I think don't overthink it is a good bit of advice.
What else do we have here? Oh, this gets really tricky past number one. Wait.
I thought about it for a while. Like I
There's
thought
a
about
lot of moves that are like kind of equal in strength.
Yeah.
All right. And you could argue, since he's such a weird character, I feel like you could argue some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really do.
Damn, this is hard.
I'm not going to lie, y'all. This is another one where if someone did tough. 3 aerials, I wouldn't be that mad. Maybe slightly angrier. Maybe
I would be very mad if you did
I'd be so
aerials.
mad.
Those are some good numbers, bro.
All right, let him cook.
No.
Let him cook.
Oh yeah, let him cook. Yeah, put down 3 aerials, man.
No, I'm not doing that. I've already written down one that is not an aerial.
That's awesome. That's worse than my Sephiroth opinion. That's great.
But I didn't do it.
I'm clipping it. Look what he said.
Is it that? I think it is. I think that's. Man, this is hard.
It is not an easy one, and I'm sorry. Well, Gavin put us on the spot with a weird low tier too, so I don't feel that bad about it.
No, this one's the most fun one.
I think Fox was the most fun because it was just arguing which one of his 6 broken moves is the best.
that was the least fun.
This one's great. This is hilarious. We need to, and I knew we'd like feel it out, and we'll get more hilarious. I feel like we could do this like if Ashimo wins a tournament or something. It's like let's do Ryu's, top 3 or something. It's good content, I think. And there's always the risk that one of us looks like a dummy, and I think that's the fun part of it.
All right, I think I'm locked in.
All right, hold on. I need to fix my board real quick. I feel very good about mine, to be honest with you. Obviously, I've been thinking about this character.
I have to write so
lot
weird because I'm
VODs.
left-handed.
Okay. I mean, I got 4 moves. I'm just deciding on 3.
Right.
This is
I'm
hard.
locking it in.
Hold on.
I had a path I was taking, and I last second abandoned it.
3 aerials.
No.
All right, I'm ready when you guys are. I should use different markers for different characters. Is what I should do.
I'll go first.
Oh shit! All right, I'm ready to judge.
Yeah.
I will say to both of you, and Charles hit on this too. There's a very obvious number 1. Very obvious.
Yes.
More
One
obvious
is
than
free.
Sephiroth.
One is
Go
free.
ahead.
It's the core to the character.
It is the character.
I want to preface this by
Down
saying I'm not one to
Oh,
super
God.
value and rank high the stupid stuff. I understand he cheeses, but I'm just looking at good moves.
That's funny. Okay,
Okay.
go ahead.
His
not
number 1
the wrong
move's a
character.
very
I'm
good
I'm not
move.
putting 3 smash attacks or
Wait,
smash attacks
what?
in back air.
Wait, really? You didn't
Let
put
me-
3 smash
yeah,
attacks?
here,
Shit.
give me my, where's
Like,
my
hold
I'm
up.
not doing
Here's
that.
your marking wheel.
I'm looking at some good moves that he's using all the time, not just
Oh, God.
finishers, not just finishers.
Show us the list, you coward. Let's
Okay.
see it.
Here's my list.
Yes, or okay.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes.
Or it's fair. Yep. I knew you would put forward air. By the way, I know you're a fan of that move. I think that's wrong, but I think I get it.
Those aerials. I
His
don't agree
aerials are
with.
great. His
So,
aerials are very good.
Aura Sphere is the clear number 1. I'm not
Yes.
even going to explain. But
I'll
neutral
do
air
that.
is one of the few moves in this game that are plus. And it leads to things at certain percents in certain matchups. You get grabs, you get tilts, you get dash attacks, blah, blah, blah. That move is crazy. Multi-hit is always a plus in a game like Ultimate where parry functions the way it does. And then forward air is just so swag, bro. That move is just so good.
You've been loving that
Rising.
move.
It pairs really well with his movement and his mobility and all the B reverses and the double jumps. It pairs really well with his grab game. Getting multiple aerials into landing neutral air, which is my number 2. They pair really well together. The only other move I really wanted to consider in this list that I did have written down for a period of time was down tilt. I think down tilt also pairs really well with the rest of the moves I picked, mostly neutral air and forward air. But I went with these 3.
Yeah. And with that, down tilt is definitely his best grounded option. Like that's how it leads
It's
into
fantastic.
low percent you get down tilt.
Also, forward tilt is a very underrated move. I don't think it's underrated enough to be top 3 by any means.
2 frames, it's active.
But
It's really hard.
Down tilt, and then dash tech is also a really good move as well. It's frame 7, which is solid. It's not a frame 4 dash tech like Fox, but and with Aura, it will jump scare kill people. So
Totally.
and he's comboing into it sometimes. So
You could do it right at the ledge, kind of like how Fox does, where there's a lot of characters where
It's
you
active.
move a lot, but yeah, you can just do it right at the ledge. So you just have this active, hitbox that hits ledge jump or ledge drop, double jump, and stuff like that. So using that vein as well.
Yep. All right, Charles.
Okay. All right. I'm sticking with this.
The B button is amazing.
All right.
Charles is using the different
I-
ways
the-
of showing.
Okay, so number one
Yeah.
is the B button, which is Aura Sphere. Number two is
Yeah.
downwind.
That's air.
Down
I
air.
didn't know how to
Down
dry
air.
it. Yeah.
Oh,
I
down
went
air.
with down air as the aerial.
Good
Now-
choice, Charles. Oh, interesting.
I think
Side B's
down air-
Interesting.
I think down air is his best aerial because
Okay.
now this is me
Good opinion.
playing as Fox against Lucario, and Fox. I think Fox
Destroys
beats
Lucario.
Lucario pretty handily. I think it's one of Lucario's worst matchups, but I've actually played this matchup a decent amount because I used to work on Beast Coast and I've housed Apology Man here and there, and he plays Lucario. And if you don't know, I mean, Apology Man is a very good FGC player, but also very good at Melee and Ultimate and played Brawl, like
Smash 4.
Smash 4 played.
Bro
Very good
plays
Smash
Lucario.
player. Yes, and plays Lucario. I mean, if you know his Marvel 3 team, it makes sense. But
It does, actually. That's true.
yes, he is. He is a cheeser.
He's not
But-
nice.
Yes, and for me, I think down air is so important. Okay, so number 3 is my hot take. Realistically, 3 should be Nair or Fair, but I do think I value Dare more than Nair
You're
and Fair
doing the hot
just
takes
because
this time, okay?
yeah, because I value
It's neat.
Dare more just because it's like jump Dare is so good, really good against
Bro,
cross-up characters.
If I played
Really
Lucario,
good
I'd
off
immediately
stage.
start ledge slipping with down air.
Yeah,
Immediately.
yes. So I think Dare is just so important for the
I like
character's
it.
defense. And then I have here side special because I think combined with Lucario's air mobility and how you juke around with Neutral B, like Neutral B is obvious just because it's like the core of how the character plays. High air mobility, high air acceleration, and you can like pivot all around. And not only do you get more, like you can space people out with side B, but you can get very early kills and be reversing into someone, and it's like they expect a swing or something like that. You can just go into side B. It's a very big threat that you have to be ready for. It's very punishable. You can full hop over it and just get a huge punish. But I would say in terms of like quote unquote big finisher moves outside of Aura Sphere that Gavin was talking about that he wouldn't put on his list, I would at least put this here just because it gives another layer to the neutral where you have to really respect the character, and it gives the character a different dynamic. But like I said, realistically, if we're talking just like sheer neutral wise, I would have probably like Fair or Nair. I was also thinking about Bear, but Bear also feels like the smash attack version of his aerials lineup. So I mean, with Bear, it's more of just like I'm drifting so far back. Maybe I can catch a roll in, right? And stuff like that. Or you just like space for shield pressure, which is important for the character. But to me, I almost wanted to put back air too, because like showing your opponent back air and then be reversing into them and grabbing them is it's like the flip side of side B is what I would view.
I like the way you're
back air
describing it. It brings everything
be.
together for sure.
Correct. It weaves everything together. And obviously what we're weaving is the foundation of the neutral B plus his plus the stats of the character.
I'm telling you, this was the most fun one, and I think
This
the
was
lists are gonna
good,
be
yeah.
very different. So
I think it's just, and I think a part of it is the philosophy behind the character. Like Charles, for a lot of the moves, you didn't even talk about the moves. You talked about Lucario as a character, like how he moves and like what he does to his opponents and how you justified side B. I also thought about side B quite a bit because I think the same thing where good Lucario players can do. They scare you into shield because they're dancing around you with Aura Sphere, which they can combo into fucking up smash, into back air. So you're shielding, and then they Aura Sphere cancel immediate turnaround side B, and they kill you, and that's it. And so it's not on my list. As the Lucario main in the chat, here's what I had. I think you both had good lists. I had number 1 is Aura fucking Sphere. There's no question. It's not just a great projectile and charge that you can put pressuring your opponent or gain a resource. It's his movement. It is the character. It combos into moves. It's his win condition in several fucking ways. Like without Aura Sphere, this character is completely fundamentally different. I had Nair as number 2. It combos into kill moves. Nair can true combo into back air and kill people at silly percentages like 50, 40. Like it just kills. Nair is also good at low percentages, right? Like it can lead into good strings and combos. So it's good. It's one of those rare moves. It's why I didn't really have Fair on there. Like I value Fair a lot, especially at lower percentages. but it doesn't scale as well as Nair does.
Yeah.
Like Nair does everything, not everything, but it does a lot of what Fair does in a lot of similar ways. And it's 2 hits, and you can move with it, and you can combo out of it.
It's relevant the whole match.
It's when I started playing him, my problem was I played so grounded because of Ken and Belmont. And when I was like, I need to mash in the air, I started mashing Nair. I was like, this feels good. It's hitting combos. It's great. Nair is an exceptional tool, and it's a rare one that's good at all of the aura ranges. Like that's pretty rare. Aura Sphere and Nair are like the 2 that are always good at all ranges, or like gain value or stick with scale best with aura. I'd say Side B is interesting in that way too, because it's like you don't use it at low percentages because you'd rather get a regular grab and combo off of it. But I like what Charles said about Side B, where you also get the projectile from it, and people edge guard with that projectile or scare people with it. You know what I mean? Like it's
hard to consider that when you're making a list like this.
Yeah, there's so much to that move.
The aura scaling is crazy, yes.
And I think the thing that made Side B and Fair not make the list is Dare. Charles said it really well. Like, not only is it his strongest defensive move, you need footstool Dare. Like, you are so fucked without
or just
dare.
jump Dare. Jump Dare is really good,
dude. Edge guarding
against the hurt box shifting and ultimate that's going on and all that shit.
Even if you're not footstool daring, jump Dare is like what, frame 7?
It's fast, bro. And
fast and low. Remember,
and it's
low is really important.
And it's big. Like when you're in those later percentages, it's big, dude. Like it hits really hard. Like edge guarding, if he didn't have down air to edge guard with, and he just had Fair and Nair, which is
floatiness would become an issue.
Exactly. Down air, like it's good. And when you're falling from disadvantage, it adds to mix, which is important for him, obviously, because you want to live as long as possible. And I'm telling you, offensively and defensively, it was too good not to have on the list, in my opinion. Like, he needed that very badly.
Yeah. I definitely think I might have failed to consider it because I don't think it came to mind. Your list is kind of a combination of Charles and I's list.
That's right. No, I was very happy with your guys' answer. I think Side B is a fantastic answer. I think Fair's a good answer, too. Like, I think you can definitely say that. Now, for the real Wi-Fi hours motherfucking tier list. F smash and up smash. Number 1. If they're above you, it's up smash. If they're to the side, it's F smash.
I can't believe he has this
Aura Sphere. Aura Sphere's number 2. Aura Sphere. You want to charge it. You want to throw it. It's really good. You can move. And lag, it's even harder to hit him. And finally, double team. His counter, bro, that should be killing a 20, okay? It scales up his aura.
Real Wi-Fi.
Real Wi-Fi hours, bro. Lucario tier list. This is what you want. Hold on. Let me fix the camera. There we go. All right, hold on. Real Wi-Fi hours, okay? Add it on the other side. Aura Sphere double team 3, Aura Sphere 2, F smash, and up smash. It just depends on what direction your opponent's coming from. Which it was crazy because I was making that list and I was like, wait, I don't have up smash on here. How the fuck don't I have up smash on here? I was like, I can't get rid of anything else. I was like, all right, easy. I'll just put it on top. That should be killing. But yeah,
I forgot to tell him what to do before the smash attacks. You have to roll from ledge and then up smash or up smash. There you go. Now we're abusing Wi-Fi.
Well, you counter first, you spot dodge, then you counter, then you buffer up smash. It's great. But yeah, he's been a fun character.
And then you do the FGC nod. Like, yep.
I like him a lot because, like you guys said, the number 1 is just it's by far, I think, the most obvious number 1 we had, which is crazy because we had Sephiroth there on here too. But Lucario's whole kit it's hard to say there's a character where their kit is so centralized around one move like Lucario's, where it influences so much of his gameplay in so many ways, where it's his win condition way more than one way, which is wild. And then the other 2 moves after, so you took up the number 1 slot, but then the other 2, like, I would accept back air. If someone said back air is on his top 3 moves, I'd be like, that's fair. It kills it like 30. You could true combo into it. Like, that's cool. I think dash attack and down tilt are worth talking about, especially down tilt. It's his best grounded move, and it combos into win conditions. It's just not like that great of a poke, you know, like compared to Nair and down air, in my opinion, it's not that good.
You're probably going to hit that button less than Nair and Fair.
Down tilt?
No, back air. Like,
back air.
You're probably going to Nair and Fair more than you back air.
It's way more situational. It's way more situational. Back air, though, is like, that's the dude.
It's such a jarring move. To some people, it might feel like, oh, it's like not putting Waft on your Wario list, but it's not the same thing. It's not.
I get that argument, though. Like, I get, like he feels very weird without back air. But guess what? You can still kill with down air, and down air gives you so much more. It's not robbery like that, but it's still really good. That's why I was like, you have to put down air on there.
It can be robbery sometimes, bro. So
that's
like,
it is what it is. F smash or
this was a really fun episode.
Wait, can we watch that clip though? Because I watched some EU tournaments this weekend. All right, I know. We're trying to.
Also, I really want to do this with Marcus, man.
I know. He had to be here, but he hated getting a what's it
Bro
called?
would have had some weird takes.
I know we need him on here to mix it up.
That's what we need. Hell yeah. Get Pink on here.
So I do want to shout out Germany had a tournament last weekend. It's called High Voltage, where Tarek, he did win the tournament, but he dropped the set to Mukuro, who is a Bowser, who beat him in winners finals, which is crazy. He beat his Kazuya, then he switched to Greninja in Grands and he won, but he was still dropping games. Like just a good Bowser player, which is wild. And there was a good Lucario player, truth be told. That's why I was watching the tournament. Joni made top 8. Winner's side, which is cool, but then only one set was played on stream, so that was a bummer. He lost to the Bowser player actually. So and then this next clip I want to show you is another tournament I watched called Avalon. It was a big tournament in the UK where Lugi was playing Shannick. Are you guys familiar with Shannick? A very good Inkling player. This is Grands after the reset, and Shannick won in winners finals. So it's Lugi game 5, last set of the day, last stock, and this is what we got. Go, Chris.
I'm ready.
I want to see you guys react to this. React. Okay. Game 5, they played 15 games today, whatever.
It's a great position for Inkling right now. You're kind of like out of the range of most BS.
Seeing another Inkling do well too is interesting.
These trades are freaking me out.
I know.
Yeah.
I keep
Playing
thinking
very far
it's
forward
gonna
on
be
the
like
ledge
the
trap.
trade that's weird. There's
Back
been
air?
3 trades.
Bro, I was popping off at this, by the way. Good commentary. Wait, back throw never kills. True.
Oh, misfire. It's gonna be misfire.
Dude.
Damn.
I'm a genius.
The context. Oh yeah, you saw Luigi off stage. You said it's gonna be misfire. If you had called it when the clip started, then I would give it up. But what's I gonna say? The crazy thing about that clip too is the stock before that he was fishing for misfires in a similar situation. Like he needed it to recover and he didn't get it, and then he didn't want it and he got it.
Yeah, like you definitely don't want it.
Usually you just see like Luigi in Game & Watch. I feel like you just see them get lucky, and that's like the clip. You know what I mean? Shout out to Aqua.
Bro, in Melee, when you play Luigi and you get one of those misfires that literally kills you because it like propels you so far and so fast.
What, to the other side?
Yeah.
It's so wild. But anyway, I just wanted to show you guys that clip. Shout out to Shannick won the tournament off of that, which is huge because Lugi's been what do they call him? The
Bro, some characters low-key
Prince
suck
UK,
at dealing with Luigi in that spot. Like they like don't have a great hitbox for like it's so weird.
Yeah.
Like sometimes it's actually kind of awkward.
Well, Luigi like rises up to. I mean, a lot of characters have this where as they do a double jump, if you do specific specials, they get like a little boost in momentum upwards. So Luigi kind of rises up a little bit more than you would think too. So it's weird because like, are you just gonna cover the drop low double jump up B, or are you gonna like cover the
when he like
double
jump into side
gets
B?
Stuck in the wall?
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Like some
Not everyone has
characters actually don't have that much.
I like that too because Shannick thought about it. Like, there's so much time, and he didn't rush it at all. Like, he just went off and took care of business.
If you have a spike, like you have a spike, but like, what if you're like
Ken
Fox? I don't like. I think where Louis got stuck there. I don't know if Fox.
You go off stage, you back air, then he techs and kills you.
No, this is the real tech for Fox. You do jump off, B reverse, 1 laser.
No, you would roar fair. You would roar fair, and I don't think they get the double jump for being stuck in the stage. But I don't know. Maybe Luigi gets the double jump.
I
back
think he does.
Fuck that. I think you walk away if you're Fox. I think you wait until you let him back to the ledge. Good God.
Like,
I mean, if back air is untechable,
like even if it's like Joker without Arsene, like, do you just take a down air that might not
down
kill?
air? Yeah, down air.
Like
maybe try to you gun. And you hope he tries to tech. Like, you get real close, you pop a gun. He
pop a gun.
He tries to tech.
This character is so punishable. It's like borderline shield break punishable, but it's so awkward for some characters. Still.
I mean, the position is weird.
Yeah, but if you're,
I was thinking that too. I was like, bro,
Kong,
I was watching it. I'm like, I hope Shannick doesn't drop this.
Like,
obviously, Inkling has a good tool for it, but I was like, how often do you see that shit in Game 5 of a tournament winning set? Like, don't.
I don't care. I could have never seen it in my life, and I'm ready. I'm popping off as soon as it happens. Like, yeah, Diddy Kong down air is already coming out. Yeah.
Oh, Diddy Kong, interesting. Not Bayonetta. True.
Bayonetta roar down air.
You do roar down air. Yeah, that's easy.
That'll get the job done.
Roar down air can. Belmont, I'm going down air, bro. Roar down air. That's it. Roar down air.
Like, what other characters?
Lucario back air, and you can't tech that. There's just no way.
No,
you're just so dead.
Yeah, but what if he's at 12?
Oh, I don't know.
No one's. Yeah.
Charge Aura Sphere. Charge up smash.
Your ledge, sir.
Yeah, hey, you got it, bro. I'm good. This is fun, dude.
Yeah.
We should do more. Wow,
All right.
whiteboard content. What a W. Who would have guessed?
Thank you so much for supporting the show as always. We do
Put in the
bonus
comments what your thoughts on the
Yeah,
on
do
the
your
characters
ranking.
we-
Yeah,
nice.
do your rankings before we
nice.
say ours. By the way,
Yeah, be nice though.
about Sephiroth up tilt specifically.
Yeah.
And Gavin asking if
Wait,
don't
can we
forget
get a
Gavin
bunch
asked if
of
we can do 3
comments?
aerials for Lucario. Don't forget
Can we
that.
get a bunch of comments actually arguing for up tilt to be like his best?
Yeah, I like that.
That'd be
Let's take the
funny.
worst take and be like, wait, actually, it scoops on both sides.
All the comments are just like, actually, up tilt is really large and powerful.
All right, viewers, we need you to pick someone's take and defend it.
No, that's the take. That was the worst one. I'll own it. You know, that's a part of it. That was a dog shit take. I overthought it by a million miles. It's like I tried to do, you know, it's like I'm
It's
in the
okay,
Olympics
though,
in a
'cause it's
diving
like the
contest.
coolest move. So
It
It
is
is a
cool.
very
I think
sick
I got distracted by trying to be too fancy with it.
So
You did also ask if 3 aerials is acceptable for Lucario. I'm just saying that was the thing that was said.
I put 2 of them. And you said it was fine.
No. Oh, no.
Wait,
Well,
you
let's-
put 2 aerials on yours.
No, 3. You asked if 3.
Three.
I know, but
Because 3 areas would mean that you don't put Aura Sphere. I think that's
That's
what we were,
that's
like,
the point. Yeah,
I
you
love
can't not have Aura Sphere.
you cannot have. Yeah, you cannot not.
It's
have.
too
I
good.
said
dude.
that after already writing Aurasphere, though. Come on.
No, I definitely have the worst opinion. You're right.
So-
You're right. You were just chatting it up.
We do bonus content every week. Patreon.com/Tweek Talks. Not sure what the topic will be. You'll find out by the time you see it, I guess. I also do Metafy lessons if you're interested in improving in Ultimate. Metafy.gg/@Tweek. And that's about it. Thank you so much for a great episode today, y'all, and have a good day.